You're tired. You don't have time for anything, which includes yourself. You think sleep will fix it, but you still feel like a bag of skin when you wake up. Get some sleep, but stick with me until the end, and see if this helps. I want to tell you about the woman who raised me. She performed the role, she did what any mother does. From the outside, there wouldn't have been much to point at, and I barely knew what a mother was meant to be, because I never felt like I had one. Tired's real. It's the only word anyone's given you for this, and there's something much deeper underneath it. So let me hand your evening back to you. You finally sat down, dishes still there. You decided you didn't care. That couch is the first soft thing you've touched since 6 this morning, and all you wanted was 10 minutes where nobody needed anything off you. Then a voice comes down the hall calling for you. There's nothing wrong. You're still their parent. It's the way it gets said 40 times a day, and something goes off in you that's way bigger than the thing that set it off. And after you run the sentence, I'm just tired. Long day. I'll be better tomorrow. Somewhere along the line, the answer to everything that you were carrying was labeled self-love, self-care. Fill your cup. You can't pour from an empty vessel. It's on the mug, it's on the tote bag, it's under a photo of somebody else's bath time. But truly, what's inside those words? You got handed the word, but nobody gave you the purpose. So you're working it out on your own at 9, after a day that took everything. You didn't fail at self-care. You got handed a word without any depth. And look, the sleep thing is real. You start the day behind. It comes with a shorter fuse, less patience. And by 5 in the afternoon, something tiny gets treated like something catastrophic. Why what came out of your mouth felt older than today. Why afterwards you felt like someone you'd never want to be. See, you didn't just take a job on when you became a parent. You took on a role, and a role has a performance stapled onto it. A body runs out of fuel, and you know exactly what it's missing. A person runs out of themselves, and they don't know what's missing. And it doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like being tired. And that's the trap. They turn up wearing the same clothes. Go back to before any of this. There was a picture. Sunday morning, everybody is in bed. A version of a family that was the thing that you were supposed to want. For some of you, the thing you never got. The picture pulled you here. Fine. But nobody's put the counterweight to that picture. Nobody stands in it and shows you the bit where you are supposed to be the regulated one with nothing left in your tank. Underneath that picture, there was a reason, a value system, what you were actually after when you wanted this, which is a whole different question from what you wanted it to look like. A reason doesn't care whether tonight went well. It holds both. That's its entire job. And here's something I've been sitting on since the start. Every parent reacts, every single one. They're human beings. This includes the ones with the good lighting and the calm voice. The damage is somewhere else. A kid can carry a raised voice from a parent who comes back after. What a kid can't carry is the one nobody ever comes back to. Kids don't leave a blank space blank. They build something to fill it. And what they build is almost a story about themselves. And the reason that you don't go back is almost never that you don't care. It's that going back costs something. It's looking straight at what you did without the floor giving way underneath you. And the only thing holding up that floor is a foundation built on why you are here. Without reason, going back feels like you're failing at the one thing that matters. So you skip it and you make the good dinner instead. With the reason, it's just Tuesday. You are empty. You put it on them. You go back and you say so. So the deepest drain sits under sleep and under energy. It's your access to your own reason for being here. That's what repair runs on. I made a free thing for exactly this. It's called the Reactive Parent Reboot. Links below and in my bio. I'll talk more about it at the end. I never got the picture-perfect mother that I've seen in movies and television. However, she's been gone for 12 years. And the reason why I'm telling you this is not the reason that you think. It was a realization after many years of having her out of my life. I don't think she didn't love me. I think she had a picture, but she was never given the reason underneath it. She came from a very traditional world where it was all about family image. So she ran the role on nothing deep for years. And by the time a repair was needed, there was nothing left in her to repair with. Repair costs something. You can't spend what you haven't got. She's why I make these. And I know the quiet thought sitting in you right now. Maybe I'm just a tired person now. Maybe this is who I am. And I know it's easy to fall into that trap. I spent about 30 years believing something is equivalent about myself, that I was the problem. You're a person who's been spending all day, every day, with nothing coming back in. That's a very different situation than being a certain type of a person. I'm not going to tell you why you became a parent. I don't know. I'm just going to open the door for you. Tonight, when the house goes quiet, get something to write on. Paper, not your phone. Write a paragraph on why you wanted to be a parent. Just write, it doesn't need to be a specific amount of sentences. Not what you love about your kid. Why you wanted this before you had it. And don't write the picture. Picture is Sunday morning and Christmases. I want you to write what was underneath that. Then read it back and write it as one sentence. Just one. You'll have to simplify it. You'll have to leave some things out in order to rephrase it. That rephrasing is the whole exercise. Then cut the sentence down to a few words. 3, 2, and 1 if you ever get to it. What's in your head at the end of that is the reason why you became a parent. Simplified. And then go find your kid and then hold them. Understand how much they mean to you now. Hold them for no other reason than this. Your arms and the reason land in the same place at the same time. Probably for the first time in a long time. And one thing not to do is lie to yourself in that paragraph. Write the real answer, even if it's painful and unflattering. Nobody else has to see the answer. Just you. If you want to go further underneath your reactions, the Reactive Parent Reboot is free and the link is in my bio and in the video description. It takes several minutes and goes to the layer that this video just opened. There's a reason you chose this. It might be buried under 9 years of responsibilities and schedules and getting lunches ready. However, that reason is still down there. It hasn't moved. It's been holding everything up, whether you were focused on it or not. You didn't lose it. You just haven't faced it in a very long time. The door I never got to walk through is standing open with your kid tonight.